Hey everyone, what's up? We are at SeaWorld Orlando today because we're finally checking out IceBreaker. I know it's been open for about a month now. We're here, we're going to check it out. And we're also going to check out some new construction that has just started on a brand new roller coaster. That's right, yep. They just opened a new one. They're already working on, well, another roller coaster at SeaWorld. So let's just jump in and have a good day, shall we? Let's do it. Oh, here we go. That's a good short ride. Hey, lost my hair time on that one. That was pretty snappy. Is IceBreaker the world's latest, greatest coaster? Honestly, no, it's not. But is it exactly what SeaWorld needs right now? Yes, it is. And let me explain. It doesn't really have anything that is new, that is different, that really impresses. We've all seen coasters that launch backwards, launch forwards. It's doing its testing thing. We've all seen coasters that break down quite often, so that's nothing new either. By the way, IceBreaker is currently broken down. I was on the last car before they shut it down, so coasters breaking down, nothing new. It's a feature of the ride though, I would guess, because it's an IceBreaker, so when it runs so well, it breaks, right? I think that's how that goes. IceBreaker ride broken because it did its job so well. I don't know. All that to be said, in all seriousness, there's nothing too new or fancy about this coaster, but it is exactly what SeaWorld needs because it kind of is that stepping stone coaster from like the kiddie coasters to the more impressive, intense B&M coasters that this park has. This is like a nice stepping stone. And so my own personal opinions of this ride, I really do enjoy it. When you go in with the mindset of what it is, right? It's not supposed to be the most intense. It's not supposed to be anything super crazy. There's no inversions in it. When you go in with that mindset, you have a really good time. I will say that I did front and back on the coaster, and they are two very different experiences. And I know a lot of coaster fans say that, but like you ride a coaster and it's like, a lot of the times it's not really that big of a difference. On IceBreaker it is. And I don't know if that's because of the way it launches or I don't know what, but really I would say the front is very tame if you're a beginner on coasters and you want this to be your first kind of like next step into something that is bigger, that is faster. The front row is great. It's not intense, there's not very many G-forces, there's not a whole lot of ejector air time. Basically, it's not intense. It's not crazy, it's just fun. The back though, I will say if you are a thrill seeker, if you love more intense coasters, the back is for you because there is a lot of ejector airtime in the back row of this coaster. It's absolutely insane. There was a few times in this coaster where I literally was shocked at just how much ejector airtime there was. It's really fun. I would say from now on my go-to is the back row because I love the more crazy, more fun, intense coasters. But if that kind of scares you away, I would say try it out in the front row because it's just a good time. It's not intense, it's not scary, it's just a fun time in the front. Okay, so this is the perfect time to talk about some of the negatives of IceBreaker, considering that it is now broken down for the third time in the last hour. So like I said, this is now the third time this ride's broken down. After I had recorded the first impressions part that you just saw, I got back in line to ride it a third time, and while I was in line, it broke down. So it took me probably 30, 45 minutes to get on that third time. So like, it's not a busy day, it's been a walk-on. It took me 45 minutes. And then I got off the ride just now, and after I'd gotten my bag from the locker, because this ride has so much airtime, you actually need a locker for this ride. Literally, the kid in front of me that was riding on the last run, he lost his glasses on the ride, and normally you wouldn't lose glasses on a ride. So that just tells you just how much airtime is on this coaster, that people are losing their glasses when you normally wouldn't on a coaster. Crazy. But I got off the ride, and it had broken down again. So reliability, not its strong suit. Another negative of this ride is just its capacity. So if you didn't know, this ride is manufactured by Premier Rides, who also manufactures Tigris that you can ride at Busch Gardens Tampa. And they make that same ride across a whole bunch of different SeaWorld branded parks around the world. And the weak point of that ride is always its capacity. Because it's a ride that launches you forwards and backwards, there's only one track, which means only one car can occupy that track at any given time. And considering that it's a two-seater attraction, and there are 9 rows, only 18 people can ride this ride at a time. And at a park that is located in Florida, that is very low capacity. So even with a short line, in terms of length, you can wait very long times because the capacity is so low. Now, Premier Rides did try to solve this issue with IceBreaker because they have like a trolley track that moves cars back and forth, so you can have one car loading at the station while the other car is like going through the track. That being said though, that only gives a 2x capacity, right? Maybe a 3x, because I believe there is a block brake section where the train can sit in. So this ride can run 3 cars instead of 2, but still the capacity is quite low because the cars are so small to begin with. One of the only other complaints that I would have is the cars themselves. If you've ridden Tigris or any of the other rides just similar to that, these are the same exact cars. And I think they are the most uncomfortable roller coaster trains I've ever ridden in. And that includes flying coasters. I have ridden several different styles of flying coasters, and they were all uncomfortable. This car is more uncomfortable. I would rather ride Manta all day long than have to sit in this car. But it's a good thing that the coaster's fun because it makes the ride worth dealing with the uncomfortable cars. That's just a minor complaint because the coaster's so good. It is frustrating that you have to sit in very uncomfortable cars. You get off and you feel like your shins are bruised, and those comfort collars are not comfortable at all. It feels like someone is giving you like a death chokehold the whole ride. It's not great. So I wish that they would do something about the cars. I feel like just removing the comfort collar, because the comfort collars aren't required on these rides. It's something that the SeaWorld company has opted into on all of these models. So it would be great if they removed the comfort collars because they are not comfortable. It would just, I don't know why they're there. I don't. But even those shin guards are not great. There's no padding on the seats. I wish that they would do something to improve that. But those are really my only complaints: capacity and the trains, the seats. But otherwise, fantastic ride. I'm so happy that this coaster is at SeaWorld Orlando now because it just expands, I don't know, just the breadth of which people can enjoy coasters. Now there's something for everyone, and that makes me really excited for this park. Looks like they're having a bunch of maintenance and reliability issues today. Infinity Falls is down. It's pretty neat being able to see the little wood pieces that they put in the floor or the bottom of the trench to create those rapids. It's neat because they are intentionally wood. So each year when they do annual maintenance on it, they can adjust things as they see fit, or they can replace pieces super easily, because at the end of the day, it's all just wood planks. It's pretty cool. By the way, the Sky Tower is finally reopened. Geez, how long was this thing closed? Feels like forever. Come on, so excited. So the Sky Tower is a separately ticketed attraction. If you are just a normal guest, or if you have a fun card or bronze, it'll be $5 per person. But if you have a pass that's anything above, like silver or above, It's free, and one thing that I didn't know until just now is that you can also get 6 other people on the Sky Tower with you for free as well per trip, and it's unlimited, so you can do this as many times as you want throughout the year as long as your pass is active. It's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get on so we can get a better look at the construction that's happening towards the front of the park. As you can see, the whole festival pathway is completely demolished because of this construction project. It is a roller coaster. We can see that it's a B&M coaster thanks to these clips from Midway Mayhem. It's rumored that it's going to be a prototype surf coaster, but that is just a rumor. But we do know that it is going to be a B&M coaster for sure. You can see from these clips, it is just a massive work zone right now. It is just straight up dirt and construction equipment. It is wild. There's definitely a lot of work going on, which is very exciting. So for more construction updates, stay tuned for that. We're not diving deep into it today, but we will be diving deep into it soon. Right now, I'm getting a lot of reminiscent vibes of Velocicoaster when it first started, how it was just a ton of dirt right in front of the water. You can see that there's a ton of sediment barriers out in the lagoon right now, which is a great sign because that means that they're really doing some groundwork right now. But of course, as soon as things start going vertical, you will definitely find out about it right here on this channel. So subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when all of that stuff happens. It's been another great day at SeaWorld. The operations have been a little slow, unreliable, and nay I say dodgy at times, but that did not stop us from having a fantastic day at the parks. The weather was great, the crowds were nice, wait times weren't too long. And IceBreaker, oh my goodness. It lived up to my expectations, and I would say it maybe even beat them just a little bit. My hopes weren't super high for it, but I still got off that coaster really happy, had a great time. Let me know what you thought about that footage, by the way. I got a new camera, I'm testing out some footage from it. If you like the shots that I was getting, let me know down below in the comments. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for SeaWorld Orlando and IceBreaker. If you liked the video, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when we post more, because trust me, we will be posting more. And I will see you in the next one. My name's John, and until next time, remember guys, the adventure lives on. Peace.
Oh, that wins.